Hello, and welcome to Lashing Eye Lucy here, and welcome to our review on the Happytime Murders. This movie was awesome! What? No, it was terrible! How can you say that, Avery? It was a quirky murder mystery with puppets. There were a lot of funny moments, lots of fun puppets, so many characters. I think I need to go see it again just to get a look at all of the background characters. And it certainly captured a very distinct feel. Kind of like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, but with puppets. Who Framed Roger Rabbit is better than Dish. It does have similar beats with the murders of popular characters in the world, a backstory that sent a former cop to being a PI and having a grudge against a certain group of characters, and the villain being connected to that whole backstory. But the language was so crude, most of the jokes were uncomfortable, and the mystery wasn't that suspenseful. I didn't know who had done it, but the reveal didn't feel that exciting. You can't judge the whole movie based on the adult language, that was the point. But it didn't seem needed. It was okay in some moments, but the constant barrage of language and sex jokes felt unnecessary. Felt. Even for Punch, that was bad. This was a passion project. A lot of hard-working puppeteers that are often hidden from the public eye came together to make this. Bashing this is bashing their dreams. You don't even know what their dreams are. And yes, it is nice to see a puppet movie not Muppet related, but that doesn't change the fact that this is all over the place. Well, most of the script was made through improv workshops, and it shows. The pacing was everywhere. Too many times, things slowed down, and when I thought a joke was over, they tried to pick it up again and repeat it for 5+ minutes. That might work in improv when you're bouncing around ideas, but there were things that just needed to be more cut and clean. So, YouTubers improv all the time. We improv all the time. Improv can work for eventual scripts. Plus, there were a lot of moments that they left out, so they did weed out the jokes. Well, they didn't weed it out enough. The basic premise is solid, I'll give you that, but the execution was awful. You're just saying that because you don't appreciate adult humor. If cursing every other word is considered adult humor, then no, I don't appreciate it. RJ!
I guess so, yeah.
You really want my opinion? Yes! Jesus. To be honest, Lucy, I felt that it was poorly paced and struggled with letting the visuals speak for themselves. The aesthetic and practical effects in this film are pretty incredible, and there are moments where the film uses that to move the story forward. But unfortunately, it falls into the same trap that happens to a lot of modern comedies, and that is with jokes being dragged out for too long and dialogue just rambling with no clear, coherent purpose. How can you say that? You enjoy YouTube shows like Game Grumps and they ramble. And there's the problem. Look, rambling humor can work in an online setting. What the internet has done is grow a very specific and unique brand of humor that works fantastically online through 10 to 20 minute segments. But it only works in that setting. And I'm not sure if Hollywood recognizes that. They're looking for what this hot new trends are, and since most of those trends are now online, especially with comedy, they're trying to translate that style into films, and it just doesn't work. Okay, that is a fair point. But I will give it this. It's brought puppetry back into focus, even if it's just for a brief moment. Think about it. Jim Henson formed a whole generation of puppeteers, and he arguably raised a whole generation through Sesame Street and the Muppets. We are that generation. And once Jim was gone, the puppets fell back and computer animation rose up to fill that void. And I believe puppetry can be just as fluid with genres as animation can be. The Happytime Murders may not be a perfect film. It may not even be a great film. It arguably may not even be a good film, but it is a different film, and hopefully it brings to light that puppets can be used for any kind of entertainment. They can be kid-friendly and they can be grotesquely adult, but they can also be dramatic, adventurous. They can be used in fantasy, horror, drama, Romance, old stories, new stories, mystery, sci-fi, catering to children and adults, and everything in between. Puppeteers, we should not feel limited based on what is already out in mainstream. You don't have to just be kid-friendly or just be adult-oriented. Try anything and everything. Reimagine the way puppets are used in entertainment. That's the whole purpose of this channel, to reimagine. Whoa. You've never seen her in one of her passion rants before, have you? No. I think I need to sit down after that. So back to the Happytime Murders. Lucy, can you see that the movie has flaws that can be improved on in the future? Yeah. And Avery, even though there were a lot of aspects you didn't like, did you still have fun? Well, yes, I did. There you have it. The Happytime Murders had an amazing marketing strategy, and it certainly got the word out, even to barely existent channels like ours. A lot of puppeteers that we follow on Instagram had a part in making this film, and it's clear that they are very proud of what they've accomplished. So, to quote Reading Rainbow, don't take my word for it. Go out, see it for yourself, and form your own opinion. And if you're a puppeteer that didn't like the way this went, find a way to do it differently in your own work. Thanks for watching. Wait, so he actually enjoyed watching it? I still don't like the movie, but I had fun because I was watching it with you. Thank you, Avery. Lucy and Avery sitting in a tree. K-I-S says, I will rip ye head off, Chester. Where is me sword? Get me sword. Ah! Pirates.